Previously on the Storytellers.
I guess, but Whoopsie Goldberg.
Whoopsie. All the Powerpuff Girls have different personalities, and their dad was clearly a pedophile.
Well, because he would be a pervert if he made 3 little boys.
No, he would be a gay pervert, but he would still be a pervert.
But his hair was like, so if you want to die.
He called himself the David Carradine. He auto-asphyxiated himself
I
to
knew
death.
that was coming. Autoerotic asphyxiation. Why can you not say that?
Auto-asphyxiation himself. I keep forgetting people actually watch this.
Yeah.
Do we not want America to be a better country? Or are we just?
I do.
That's what I'm saying. Do you not want your kid to grow up and say, "Oh, I love this place. How can I make it better?" Or do you want to be like, "Oh, I hate this country. This country is terrible to me."
No, I don't want to.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like, don't.
Yeah,
raise,
I mean, I don't necessarily want my kids to be like, hey, I'd really like to go to war and kill Iraqis. That
Right,
sounds fun.
Right.
But, I want them to be able to say, hey, we have rights that our laws guarantee us, and we're not, living up to that.
Right.
There you go.
I
What
mean,
about when we have political leaders or people of strong influence that are encouraging, like, to be xenomorphs and say, oh, we're going to repel this country. We don't like this country. We don't like these people. We don't like this religion. And they have this mass following of idiots who are like, let's make America great again.
That's how he. Listen,
I feel like he was doing this right here, and he just stopped doing that and just went right to it.
But that's my point. My point is that you can have that go on in a country, but that doesn't stop unless you raise people who love the country and think that the country can be better than what it is. So you don't change that unless you decide, hey, I love where I'm from. I want to make it better. It's like my household. I love the household that I'm in, so I'm going to take care of it. If I don't love the household I'm in, it's going to go to crap and end up, rotting away or whatever the case may be. So I'm not going to live in a country and say that I'm free and then allow these people to continue to take away my rights and then raise my kid to hate this country because my rights are being taken and not do anything about it. What you going to do? Move to another country and that has less freedoms? Like, you have the option. I'm not saying like you yourself can change everything. Like you're not going to go out tomorrow and run for president and get rid of systematic racism overnight. But what I'm saying is you have a chance to raise your kid to love and respect the people around them and respect that they have and understand and be thankful for the freedoms that they have, but also understand that there is more that can be had.
Oh, I agree.
That's what.
Well, I think loving something too is definitely being willing to stand up to it. Like, okay, my wife, right? I'm the kind of person, I'm just impulsive. I like spending too much money. I like smoking too many cigars, drinking too many beers, whatever. My wife will say to me, hey, you're being dumb. You need to rein in your spending.
And you step up to her and tell her to stay in a woman's place, right?
Exactly. I was like, hey, man, if you don't want to end up like Nicole Simpson, you better be quiet.
But
for real though, I mean, and because I love
Cairo's role. That's all. I was just taking
the heat off of me.
But I get what you're saying because I'm thinking my son is in a different role, but at the same time, I love my son. So when I see him doing wrong, I'm going to speak up and say something and try to correct him. If he doesn't make those corrections, then whatever the case may be. But I'm going to step up and say something to him. I'm going to speak, like you said. If my wife is doing something, I want to correct her. I would like for her to correct me too. So if you love something and you want to be a part of it, then you're going to make those efforts to make it better. But when you say, my wife is never going to listen to me, I don't care what you got to do, it's not.
A lot of guys say that.
Yeah, and it's not going to get any better. So you're going to be complaining for the rest of your life, or you can try to make a difference one way or the other.
That's why you have to make sure the milk isn't spoiled before you get married. Because a lot of guys out here still drinking spoiled milk. You gonna say that to me?
I thought, are we talking about a whale again?
A lot of guys out here.
I think he's talking about sex.
Nah, he got it right on that. He got it right on that. Right in the blowhole. A lot of guys out here, they're drinking spoiled milk for the rest of their life, and there's nothing they can do about it. and they have this phrase. Oh, I hate it. I don't even want to say it. Happy wife, happy life. Is that it? Did I say that right?
Yeah, that's the same. But you know what, though? That's not how it should. I think if you have a good marriage, a good relationship, it don't got to be like that, though.
Here we go. Like, no. This is what I want. Go ahead.
What?
No, go ahead. You're doing it right.
No, I mean, like, you know, like my wife and I, we have mutual respect for each other. You know, we come at it as equals. So it's not like I just got to keep her happy all the time or she's got to keep me happy all the time. We try to treat each other the way that we want to be treated. And it, you know, most of the time it works out. Obviously, sometimes, you know, we annoy each other or whatever, but it's two adults, you know, in a relationship, not like, you know, somebody that is not like a king and a peasant type relationship, you know?
That's what he's talking about. He's speaking to a relationship where it's imbalanced, to where it's not equal. The cow is walking over the farmer. The milk is bad.
Okay, yeah, I was just wondering. I was confused because I thought he was talking. You know, he used the cow when we were talking about premarital sex.
Yeah, I was also.
So I'm like getting his farm metaphors are all kind of running together.
Yeah, for a second I thought you were talking about like the dad is going to leave the home for go get some milk and not come back or something like that. I didn't know where this was going.
This dad needs to burn the farm down
to start over. just start over.
What's our next topic though? What's something you said we need to get into next?
I was gonna talk about preferences in women.
Oh yeah, I actually like that conversation because there's a big misunderstanding in this topic surrounding me, and I don't mind it, but I just think it's enjoyable. But
okay, so we all like chocolate milk from a brown cow, and Cantrell seems to be traditional in his preference.
I'll say I don't like milk. I like juice.
This is interesting.
What?
So time out. If a woman is juice, I mean milk. What is
with the otters?
Yeah,
the teats. So where does the juice come from?
I was just making a joke because juice comes from different fruits, so I like them all. So that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is different fruit juices, like apple juice, pineapple juice, grape juice, cranberry grape juice, like all of them. But anyway, my whole point is that I feel like, I don't care because I like it's funny when y'all keep saying like I only like white girls for some reason, which is funny because I've only went out with one white girl in my entire life. Mm-hmm. So I wonder where that comes from. I do wonder. I'm just curious where does that come from?
I don't know when to have this conversation. not on mic.
I want to know where does that come from.
I've only known you to be with one black woman.
Yeah. That's the only girlfriend I ever had.
I'm just going to put my mic on mute.
Yeah, just like on Call of Duty. So what is your preference then?
I don't really have one.
Don't be that guy.
No, that's not true. Everybody has a preference.
It's a podcast.
It's not. Listen,
Everybody has a page.
All is fair in love and war. All is fair in love and war. You can't offend anyone. Your type is your type.
I'm not trying to offend anyone. I'm just, like if I try to pick, I don't know, because I
So you
let's just say it like this. What's the most attractive features to you?
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah.
You know, my bad. My mic's
misrepresentation. No, the most attractive feature to me is someone who's slim and athletic. So like if you got nice legs, nice butt, and you have like toned arms and
what does this lady's skin look like?
Yeah, just out of.
It's funny because when you said that, I just like when I said like slim fit and everything, my brain legit just pictured like a gray like 3D sculpture of a woman.
I don't believe that for a minute.
It's so weird that.
All right, here, let the rest of us do it the normal way. Then you can do it your way.
Well, I know black. Okay.
No. It's not that simple.
But that's what you're.
It's not just black.
You're saying
they're like different looking black women.
Yeah,
that's what you said. You said skin color, right?
Yeah, but black isn't just a skin color. You should know that, brother.
What are you talking about?
It's not just black. I don't just say, oh well, it's got to be a black woman. I have a caramel Like,
if you ask me, that's a different question. Think you're talking about like what like are you like black women, Asian women, white women?
No,
Hispanic?
that's racist. No, I'm saying.
Well, then ask your question the way you should ask.
But it's not racist if you ask if he likes Jewish women.
Exactly, because it's not a race.
Okay, so now that I know what you're talking about.
So what color's her skin? Like literally what he said. What color's her skin?
Yeah, I'm thinking race though, but I'm thinking bronze.
So give
I love
features,
bronze.
okay.
I'm give it to you, bronze. Like bronze skin is perfect.
So like the image statue?
Like a penny?
No, this guy, he doesn't know it, but he's describing a Greek. Like, that's what he likes.
Greek, Brazilian, somebody Hispanic or a dark Asian or a light-skinned black girl. Like just that perfect skin tone in the middle.
Okay, what about
Indian
her facial
girl?
structure? What facial features do you like?
I don't know.
Like, do you like a sharp?
I like dark
pointy
eyebrows.
nose?
Dark eyebrows.
Okay,
Like,
all right, that's a good one. A wide nose.
I have
like
never
yours?
thought about what kind of eyebrows I like in my life.
I do. I like dark. I like white women.
like Mila
white,
Kunis eyebrows.
blonde women with black eyebrows. I think that's really attractive. I don't know why.
It's so
Right?
it's so weird. Like it's
the
contrast and
exactly.
Now,
it's so
see, for me, it's like, the hair color versus the eye color. Like, if a woman has, like, black hair and bright blue eyes, that's just, like, that's it for me.
I don't think that's genetic.
And my wife who, they're actresses that are like that.
with blue
Eyes and black hair. As far as I'm aware.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I know.
But
there's a girl- there's a black girl on
my
TikTok
wife who has dark hair and dark eyes, brown eyes, is aware of this, so it's like, it's not a secret. It's all right, dude. She thinks that Chris Hemsworth is like the most attractive dude or whatever, and she married me. So it's like,
does Hitler.
I guess we're disappointing each other. I don't know.
So what about?
I
her
love
hair
you,
length?
Tara.
No, I don't care. She can be long hair or bald. It doesn't matter. to me.
Texture.
I like. What
What
I
if
really
she's
like as
bald
far
but
as
she has a
hair?
wrinkly head?
No. It has to be smooth. It has to be like. It has to be made for bald hair. Like some girls can work.
I
some
understand
girls can't.
completely.
But what my favorite kind of hair is, how those mixed light skinned girls have the little like curly, long, bushy hair.
Yeah, and it's like a little
It's
curl over her
perfect.
face.
It's perfect.
Okay.
I love that so much.
What color? Like a
Like
light
a
brown or jet black.
Like a brown with a lighter brown.
So let me get this straight. You like dark hair,
They have to be
copper
muscular,
skin.
muscular, strong.
You're
fit.
describing a black woman.
That can be a black woman.
I don't know.
I'm saying that's yeah. I mean that's my favorite hair, but I mean there's others.
Well, then that's what a preference is, son. Do you not understand that?
No, do you not understand what I just said to you
Yeah,
earlier?
everything at the top of your list describes a certain type of female.
Listen. So you just talked about preference. I can tell you what my preferences are in certain things, but when you say like what kind of women do you like talking about skin color, I'm thinking you're talking about what race.
No, what preference of women do you like in general? It doesn't matter. Just skin, everything goes
listen,
together.
Are you not hearing me? I understand you. I'm saying
Name your perfect woman.
Three most attractive celebrities or whoever.
Ooh, this is good.
Your
This
top
is
three
good.
You
lists.
see, this is how hard it is. talking.
No, it's not. I'm going to say what you. Listen, I'm going to say what you. I'm going to say that. But let me say this. I understand what you're saying. What I'm saying is, say that the first time. It's what I'm saying. You said something completely different. Is what I'm saying. So if you want me to answer your question, then ask your question the right way, and so I won't answer it the wrong way. Is what I'm saying.
All he asked was, "What do you find attractive in a woman?"
No, he
What are your
didn't. He said,
features?
"What kind of skin color woman do you like?" And I'm like, "Well, that means."
Hold that thought. Ri'Yadh, can you do this for me? What are your preferences in a woman?
I don't have any preferences no more. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's married. It don't count.
I don't know. I have to think about that.
I'm talking about you get it out. You don't have to answer it if you're married.
I don't know. But
Man, I'm in
He
trouble.
was smart about it.
what three famous women celebrities would you say like perfect or at the top of your list?
For me?
Yeah. Can you
What
think
we
of
talking
one?
about you?
Yeah.
You always
I'm just
rattle these off.
asking you right now because I
Beyonce,
can't think of the top
Nicki
of my head.
Minaj.
Ugh.
Oh, I
Minaj
love
is
Nicki
garbage.
Minaj. Oh, you're crazy. I love
She's
Nicki
a
Minaj.
big old piece of garbage.
Nicki Minaj, those eyes.
All
Oh,
of it's fake.
God.
Her eyes are fake. Her nose is fake. Her chin's fake. Her breasts are fake.
I'm
her
just talking about
boobs are
how
fake,
she looks.
Her
music,
breasts
the
and her
lyrics,
boobs are fake.
all of it. Her voice, as far as like the cadences, when she goes like all that fake. All of it.
All right,
She's a loser.
so if you buy a charger and then you buy a Hellcat, but the charger you soup it up and put all the same equipment that the Hellcat has, is it not a Hellcat?
No,
If you
man,
replace
come
one
on.
piece of a boat every year until you replace every piece in the boat, is it not the same boat?
Stop.
Is it not though?
Wait, at what point does it not become the same boat anymore?
It's always
That's one of
the same
those
boat.
paradoxes. It goes down like
No, I would say it's not the same boat.
it's no right answer. You're saying if you have a
Or-
Yeah, there's a right answer, and it's the answer that I give.
a vintage old boat and you have a brand new boat, you slowly swap it off piece by piece. You take one part off the new boat, put it on the old boat. You swap it and swap it and
There's
swap
no right
it.
answer. So Control,
It's a
what's your preference?
I'm looking at famous women right now.
Trell, whenever we talk about something, you're always like, Hillary Duff is like the best looking girl in the world, or
I don't even like Hillary Duff.
whoever it is. Man, you're always naming like some actress or something.
Well,
like, she's so
I'll name like
beautiful.
Viola Davis, but when you ask me what's my
Don't
top,
say
Viola
Viola
Davis.
Davis. You
See, there's no white answer.
No, you just answered my question. You just said
you never said Viola Davis.
we literally last time you came
He
over.
literally just picked the blackest woman alive.
No,
and said,
literally last time you came
Whoopi
over here.
Goldberg.
now he's pandering. Yeah.
Last time you came over here, we were talking about the whole 17-year-old thing, and you said, "All right, name a
You named
famous
some-
celebrity,"
Okay,
and I said Viola Davis.
Whoopi Goldberg,
Did I
and
not
Queen
say
Latifah.
Viola
We got it.
You said
But
you said
I said
some
Viola
girl, you're like,
Davis.
Which McCall? She always looks so good. I think her name was like Haley.
JoJo Siwa, somebody like that.
Who is that? It's always some.
Hillary
No,
Duff.
it's not.
I'm out.
Why are you being so weird about this?
We're not. You're the one being weird.
No, I think
You're
think-
holding a Nicolas Cage pillow. Who do you like? Who do you find attractive?
I can tell you a bunch of people find attractive, but you asked me that's my favorite three.
The woman that, if you could marry any woman in the
You
world,
can't
how
name
would
your
she
favorite
look?
three top best
Right
women
now?
you had
Can you?
opportunity.
Yeah,
Right
I
now.
can.
Go ahead.
I'm
He's
not
married.
I can.
Go ahead right now. Top three.
Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, Halle Berry.
So you pick all of them over Rihanna?
No,
See?
Rihanna's fourth, so which makes her not my preference.
Okay.
If I have to name my top three, if Rihanna doesn't make it,
But
that
still,
means
I
she's
mean,
not my
out of like
preference.
3.5 billion women in the world, if she's number 4 out of 3, you still like her.
I do.
Or
but,
out of
yeah.
3,
but,
you
but
know,
when I
yeah.
ask you what your
Yeah.
preference is, she wouldn't be my preference. If I have to choose three, those are the three that I'm choosing. That's what a preference is. So I know you
I
like all
understand.
types, but which one do you like the most? That's your preference.
Well, I just gave you my preferences for like features that I like and stuff.
Yeah, you said afro, brown
Not
skin,
Afro, the curly.
and black hair. Brother.
No, I didn't say brown hair, but yeah.
I don't understand why you can't just name your three.
All right.
Is it that
I'll
hard?
give you my three: Serena,
Okay.
Rihanna, Tracy Ellis Ross. Those are my three.
It's simple as
Okay,
that.
yeah, mine's
Watch
Catherine Zeta-Jones, Megan Fox, and I'll go with Beyonce. That was a good one.
It's easy as that.
Who you
feel
got?
like-
Who you got? Watch.
I feel like y'all like
He's
goes
Googling
off the
his,
world.
Yeah.
He's googling his too. I feel like y'all just
These are married men, and they already got,
Yeah,
they
I
already
was
got
like-
it in their back pocket.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, dude, I've been
Okay,
watching
no.
TV for years. It's easy for me to find who I think's the most attractive.
Janae Aiko. What? No, Janelle Monáe. Janelle Monáe.
Janelle Monáe,
Yeah.
you can't even get her name right, and she's your preference?
Because I was
Let me see
missing.
what you got in here.
Yeah, I
Dude,
was looking at
it's not
Janelle
like he's
Monáe.
dating her.
Black
He doesn't have to
women
get
that
her.
I'm 23 black women.
I legit Google famous
Google,
women.
what is a black woman?
Nah, at one point I had a
Janelle
big-
Monáe, really? So you're sticking with Janelle Monáe?
Yeah, I think she's
Okay.
gorgeous.
Yeah, she's
At one
alright.
point I had a
She's
huge
cute.
crush on Jessica Alba.
Okay, I like Jessica Alba.
Who else? When I was a kid, I really liked what's the name from Harry Potter?
Here we go.
Emma
Hermione.
Hermione, Emma Watson. Yeah.
That's
Emma
a,
Watson.
that's a good choice.
So there's three, but the problem is like if I keep thinking, I'm gonna find somebody.
Yeah,
that'll
that's
top
fine
all
though.
three of
You
them.
just got to go with what's on the top of your head, and then like especially when you're doing a podcast, it doesn't. You're not turning in like this great piece of work. You just got to shoot from the
And
hip.
you still
know?
get a D for what you turned in. I mean, because you literally just proved that
Viola
point.
Davis.
Viola Davis, Emma Watson. Like, what? Oh, your average is still, I mean, if you average them all out, Emma Watson and
Can
Jessica
we?
Alba,
Let's go with this older women. What older women do you really like?
Halle
famous?
Berry. What's old?
Okay,
Old
let's
to
go-
me is 30. If a
Let's
woman's
go
over 30,
50
she's
up.
old.
50 up.
50 up. Now, see, I have to think
Jennifer
about this.
Jennifer
Aniston.
Lopez. See, she's at the top of my list.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Jennifer Lopez.
No,
Angela
she's
Bassett is number one on everyone's
Okay.
list.
No. I say J Lo.
J-Lo.
I say
I'll give-
Jennifer Aniston.
You know what? Now I'm saying
Like
Jennifer
to be in her 50s, she looks good.
Okay, J-Lo, Jennifer Aniston, Angela Bassett. That's a nice little eclectic mix right there.
Jennifer Lopez.
And if you want to go even older, if you want to go to the 70s, Sally Field.
That's Wonder Woman, right?
No, she's the mom from Mrs. Doubtfire. I don't know what else she's in.
No, that was
Is that Sally Field?
No, that was what's Bonnie Hunt or her sister? What's her sister's name? Helen Hunt.
No, Helen Hunt's in Twister.
That's Bonnie Hunt
from Twister.
Nuh-uh.
Somebody gotta look at it. Well, she's supposed to be looking at.
Come on.
all the famous truck drivers.
I like how we put up all the different skin colors for you.
God, that's so embarrassing. What did you type in to even get that? You're gonna have to delete your Google history. They're gonna.
Actually, that yeah, you're right with the whole KK thing.
Yeah, they're gonna trying to butcher someone and wear their skin.
You can Google it, flash KKK and then skin color.
Am I dark enough? Am I light enough for the KKK?
Yeah, but the most innocent way you could interpret that is like it looks kind of like a makeup palette or whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
I've never seen anyone any of those colors, by the way. What do you call the ice cream with the strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate?
Napoleon?
No, I don't think it's Napoleon.
It's Neapolitan.
Neapolitan.
Yeah.
Jeez, first Hitler, now Napoleon. How did he die?
He was isolated on the island, but he came back.
He was on island twice. First, he was on the island of Elba, come back, then he got beat again, then they put him on St. Helena, which is out in the middle of nowhere. There's debate among historians whether he died naturally or whether he was slowly poisoned with arsenic.
I did hear that.
Yeah, and unfortunately the French government is not allowing people to do more research to see,
which
what
confirms
it was.
this conspiracy.
Yeah.
They took what you call his eyeballs, the coroner, not Hitler. What's the other guy? Einstein. They took his eyeballs.
For what?
He used to always say that the truth lies behind the eyes or something like that. So the weirdo stole his eyeballs, and they still can't find him to this day.
I'm for no. You wouldn't be able to find eyeballs today.
You know what? This is one of my things that I hope happens after I die. I hope that my body gets donated to a medical university, and the med students take my eyeballs out of my head and slip them in other people's jackets. So when they put their hand in there, they pull out an eyeball. That would make me so happy if that's what happened with a finger, a tooth, whatever. I don't care.
You know what I wish would happen is when you die, you can still see everything through your eyeballs. So it's I want them to put my eyeball up in space and then just let it roam the galaxy until the end of time. So
Wait, did you say that that can happen?
I said I wish that would happen.
Oh,
I think that would be awful because most people end up in a coffin, right? So you're just staring at this big white thing from now on.
Oh no, but in my will it says to shoot my eyeballs into space.
With a t-shirt cannon.
You see a kid out in the yard with a slingshot.
When I used to say that I wanted when I die, my funeral to be a roast. I wanted y'all to be there and just tell the best.
But when
jokes
you actually
about
die, no one's gonna be telling jokes.
I am.
I would love somebody to tell a funny story.
It'd be too soon. I don't think I will mourn your death.
I don't know you that well, so call me. I'll do it.
I feel like Ri'Yadh would cry.
So.
Oh, I would cry.
I would cry.
And shoot him into space. No, I don't think a lot of people are gonna show up to your funeral though. There's probably going to be a lot of little mixed kids there wondering if, death at a funeral.
Yeah, it's going to be, Cantrell Jr., Cantrell the third, the fourth, like George Foreman, just all of them.
One Cairo thrown in there.
Yo, speaking of which, Stevie Wonder has so many kids with so many women. And he can't see. Well, I believe he can see.
The true lies behind the eyes.
Have you seen the videos of people catching Stevie Wonder seeing stuff? I have. It's hilarious.
Somebody threw a football at him and he caught it with one hand, Odell Beckham style. Yes, I heard stories too. I think it was Jamie Foxx, but he's always lying.
I know.
When he was like, he drove in, he backed into the parking garage. Or somebody, like, he was like, he tossed him the keys and he was like, I'll park it for you. Or he got out and he was like, oh, how did you get here? Who drove you here? He was like, I drove myself. Don't tell nobody.
Don't tell nobody.
Watch, if you don't get those colors off that screen. And why is that top one so dark? Nobody gets that dark.
Watch, what are you Googling? It's
Steve Jobs. Who's your top 5? I mean, your top 3. Look at your phone. I never understood that. I don't get it.
I don't either, yeah. Like, you just know.
I just think, like, for me, it's just like, I'm attracted to so many different women, and then when you ask me to compile a list, I'm like,
we're not asking you to compile a list.
If you're attracted to so many different women, then that makes it easier, dude.
That makes it harder.
No, it doesn't, because like I can just list off a lot of Courtney Cox, the friggin'
Listen,
sorry, he's getting ready to say something.
If you have 4 women that you really like, and you say, give me your top 3, it's easy to say top 3. If you like 5 million women, you're like, let me go gather them all around and see.
Even easier.
Okay, I like
to throw it out there, dude.
Just pick 3 out of the 5 million.
But you said top 3. You didn't say
The
just pick
problem
any
is
3.
he's
being too literal with it.
You're saying,
he's like,
go ahead, say what you're gonna say.
You know what your 3 are, but you're afraid of being judged.
That's all it is.
Why do you think I know that?
Because you can just spew out your 3.
So here's the thing. Why do you think I care that you care about who I pick?
And who are your top 3 then?
I just said Jennifer Lopez is definitely one of them. Definitely one.
Okay, so that's one.
We established that.
Okay.
Now I said
her prime, or are we saying over 50?
Oh, even now. Now.
Fair enough.
But the other 3 that I said earlier, they can be up there. That's because, like, I didn't say Jennifer Lopez until I thought of her. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so he likes Jennifer Lopez. He likes Stormy Daniels. He likes
Pamela Anderson.
Dude, I was so in love with Pamela Anderson back in the day, dude.
Back in the day, we all were.
Yeah.
Because we had never seen anything like that before.
What were you gonna say?
Out of all the women that you've been with, romantically, you don't have to actually have had sex with them, but romantically. How would you, if you had to describe them, how would you describe them as an average?
As an average?
Bitches.
Physically slim, 5'7", 5'8"ish.
So he likes women that are taller than him.
I actually like pretty tall women. I mean, I just never
There's nothing wrong with that. I like taller women too.
That was a very mean look you gave me, by the way. Very angry.
He's definitely
I'm dialed in.
Okay.
I'm thinking about it. Now I'm dialed in. I'm thinking. So, like, slim, like I said. Some of them more athletic than others, but definitely, I would say ethnic hair.
There it is. What do you mean ethnic hair? I've never heard of black men say ethnic.
Can I say ethnic hair? When I say ethnic hair, I mean like black women, Hispanic women, Asian.
You mean nappy? Because black women and Asian women have different hair textures.
I'm saying ethnic, someone who's not white. I mean, they can be different.
He's on the ropes.
Yeah, you're almost out of here, bud.
What should I say then? What should I say? You want me to?
So I have a question.
Nappy hair, curly hair, straight, fine.
Curly, yes.
Okay, curly. So, just say curly. Just say curly hair. You like curly hair.
There's different kind of curlies.
Bro,
that's
more
true.
Detail. Be more detailed. What kind of curly are you talking about?
I just gave you an average. Is what I just did.
That's not an average.
No, your average was like, well, it could be like an Asian or a Hispanic or a black person.
Right.
Which, by the way, you just described like most of the world's population.
So you just asked me.
Basically said everybody but white people.
See, your dance is so far that you're going backwards.
He named everything except white women.
So that tells you. Because you're trying too hard to avoid the like white women, and it's okay.
No, ask me. Okay, how about this? Your question is, have I ever been with a white woman then, right?
Do you like white women? Do you like white women over black women?
No, I don't like neither one over any of them.
See,
now you don't like women.
See, y'all.
We're gonna take a break.
I'm making it super simple, but y'all trying to make like, for example, what you're trying to get me to say is I like white women more than anything else, and what I'm saying is I haven't even.
We got him.
What I'm saying is
got him.
I haven't. And
we're taking a break. That's it.
So let's talk about Antarctica. Seriously, because I want to know what it is you have to say about Antarctica.
Well, I mean, there's a lot to say. Okay, so you like science and astronomy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, so like a lot of the research they're doing as far as like how to get people to live on Mars and things like that is being done in Antarctica. Because it's they're actually Antarctica. Certain parts of Antarctica are windier and colder than certain parts of Mars. So the idea is if we can figure out how to get people to live in Antarctica, we can figure out how to do it in Mars.
I've seen so Antarctica is at the top, right? Of
The
our
bottom.
axis.
It's the bottom.
The bottom of our axis. Well, I mean, what's
I didn't mean to say that.
This is why I didn't want to talk about it.
well, I mean, this is a learning experience. I mean, you. So, what are the facts? You told us some facts before we started recording about how it doubles in sizes because.
Yeah. So every winter, Antarctica doubles in size because it's so cold down there that, and for so long that the water just freezes. Antarctica doubles in size. You were talking earlier. You were talking about how the only things that live down there are things like penguins, and I forgot what else you said it was. Just penguins and
Santa Claus.
Yeah,
It was penguins and polar bears.
yeah. So actually in the water, like the oceans around Antarctica, there's all kinds of various sea life. Not too long ago, they drilled through 800 feet of ice into some place that scientists had never been able to look, and they found like
Captain
these.
America?
What?
Captain America.
Maybe, but they didn't report it on this thing that I'm talking about. So they just found like some plants that we had never discovered.
Sure, we're having a serious conversation here.
Yeah.
About Captain America?
No, about Antarctica. So they found different species of
Plants.
Yeah, like plants and animals that are nowhere else in the world they
Animals?
find
Like-
down there.
Like sizable animals or like organisms?
It's mainly like fish, living under the ice and stuff like that. It's
man, fish that live under the ice are extremely fatty. So I bet they just taste amazing.
Probably really bad.
Fatty fish?
Mm-hmm. You have to have a lot of fat to survive in that cold temperature.
But a fatty fish tastes good?
Yeah.
I thought more lean fish like tuna and stuff.
I think
You
tuna is
don't want a
considered a
fatty
fatty
fish.
fish.
You
And
literally
so is
cut
salmon.
the fat out of fish and throw it away. Just scrap it. It's no
Yeah.
good.
yeah, I don't know. I'm weird about fish. Like I like tuna and salmon,
Yeah, me too.
and like
That's not fatty. I mean, they have like
I like
fats.
tilapia. Tilapia is good. Catfish is good.
Ooh, I caught some cat. I might be going catfishing soon, but that's besides the point.
You're just trying to be as black as you can be today. Huh? You gotta drink some Hennessy with that catfish.
No, we're gonna have some watermelon.
We get it, Control. All right, we're gonna leave you alone.
Oh, here we go.
Jeez. No, good one. You ain't never.
So
Caviar?
Yeah,
so
have you not-
when
oh,
they
you weren't here.
drilled 800 feet, it's like I'm guessing it's like an enclosure because it's not straight through to the water, right?
Were they
In order
looking
to
for
find
fish?
plants.
yeah, they were just wanting to see what was under all of the ice. So they just drilled down, and eventually they got to the end of the ice, and there was stuff under it.
Like a pocket of
Yeah, like a pocket of water. Like it's still like
Okay.
drilling for oil,
That's
except
actually
it's
really
water.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're fracking.
yeah.
Oh, that is interesting. So like a little underwater pocket of under ice pocket of water that you just wouldn't see any other time.
Yeah, the people have never seen it before.
And imagine that
They've
was
never-
frozen in time.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like they found things like this is unfortunate. It's because of global warming, but there's been certain ice melt in Antarctica, and they found like 800-year-old penguin colonies that have like obviously they died 800 years ago, but it's just like it was 800 years. So I'm really geeky about that kind of stuff.
That's really cool.
You know,
Do you believe that we can take DNA from say they found like woolly mammoth? Do you think we can take the DNA and revive it or clone it?
don't know. I don't really know a whole lot about that. But I always found the movie Jurassic Park fascinating. And so for me, the question is not so much could you do it, but just like in Jurassic Park, it's should you do it?
Yeah.
And for me, I feel like there's a lot of things that people can do that we probably shouldn't do.
I agree. I definitely agree with that.
I mean, we did clone the goat, and then we decided not to do that anymore. But my question is
Are you
this:
crazy?
What?
Almost every piece of meat that you eat now is cloned. Do you think they stopped? I mean, it's public. They've been cloning meat for a long time now.
The
Have you
actual
ever heard
animal?
of Not Trovagene, Aqua Bounty? It's a company that genetically engineered the perfect fish to eat.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like the eggs.
Was it real fatty?
Yeah, of course. It was from like, because salmon, they only swim upstream a certain time of the year. So they found the fish that made it all year round, and they took that DNA and then they mixed it with the DNA of a fish that grows extremely fast. So now it's like they're just popping fish out. They grow fast, they grow big, they mate all year round, and they taste.
What's the
fantastic.
process?
It's all genetic. It's like they literally extract the genes.
Talking about like GMOs and stuff like that, or
No GMOs.
Right.
They're literally taking the DNA and replicating it, and they're what do you call it when you like an incubator when they're breeding them, and they're all genetically engineered fish. Can't tell the difference.
That's pretty much what tilapia is.
Tilapia is natural though, isn't it?
I mean,
You think
you
about
mean like
swine.
fresh or farm raised? It's all genetically modified. All of it. I mean, it's farmed. Tilapia is like the lowest of the
No,
low.
but this is genetically engineered.
yeah, I have a friend who works for the fisheries system in North Carolina, and he says that tilapia are like the way they live. They're like the nastiest fish. He's like,
they're like chicken.
they could basically just live in urine, and it just they would just be fine with it. Apparently they're pretty gross.
That's pretty much
The
what
chicken
pigs
will
are.
eat his own poop, and we eat chickens.
Oh yeah,
Pigs
chicken.
Dude, chickens are nasty animals. I love them. But yeah. So I actually work at a chicken plant, and
Do you work at?
yes,
I
yeah.
kind of put those things together.
yeah. Well, I didn't know if I was supposed to say it or not.
Oh, I mean, we can edit it out.
No,
but
I mean, I
we
don't.
service that place like it smells. You can smell it as soon as
Dude,
you
it smells like a
Is
garbage
that how you
dump.
knew
It's
you worked there?
awful.
Because you can smell them.
No. I mean, if I was just to go off and smell, no. Whenever we service, it's like as soon as we cross the border, it's like
Yeah.
you can smell it. It just smells like
Chickens are
Dude,
really
it's a
funky,
bad-
man. That smell travels too. Like you can pass a chicken truck on the highway and get a mile away and still be smelling it.
Ugh.
Yeah,
You have to get in front of them because if you get behind them, you're gonna smell it the whole trip.
yeah. It's crazy though. Like, okay, so they bring in all these chickens and stuff. I love chicken. I eat chicken all the time, right? And so I know that they've got to get killed in order for me to eat them. But I feel bad for them, but I just try not to look at them and don't worry about it. But one day I'm going in and I'm passing by a truck and I make eye contact with one of the chickens. And I felt like the worst human being on the planet because I'm like, I know it's getting ready to happen to that poor bastard. And it just,
Have you ever seen Chicken Run?
yes.
That was the first time I figured out that chickens couldn't fly. McDonald's has a burger called the Land, Air, and Sea, and it's made from fish, chicken, and beef.
Oh.
That sounds nasty.
What
It
happens
does.
is you order it. So you just order a normal double cheeseburger, a McChicken, and a fish fillet, and they give you those 3 items, and they tell you to assemble it yourself. But in all the advertisements, it shows like the picture with, it's like pretty much a Big Mac, and it has like one layer with the chicken, the burger, and it's
But my
absolutely
thing is,
disgusting.
where does the air come from?
The chicken. Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, chicken's actually,
Here we go.
depending on the kind of chicken. God, I want to sound so redneck for knowing this.
Neil gets
Okay,
it.
so there's different kinds of chickens. The kind of chickens that they breed to eat, are just like they're so like chest heavy or whatever they can't fly. But like a regular chicken can fly. It was like they can't fly like very well or anything, but they can like fly up into trees and stuff. Actually, my Chihuahua broke into a chicken pen one time and ended up killing a bunch of chickens. The only ones that survived were the ones that flew over the fence and ran away. So they can fly. So I guess that's where they get the air.
But are they killing chickens that can fly? Or they call it killing the big-breasted chickens?
Have you heard of Darwinism?
There you go.
Okay.
So
Right.
these really are
Yeah, you're right.
land, and sea.
False advertising, man.
Yeah.
I think you could end up suing them and getting $9 million
Probably,
unless
yeah.
you're in Tennessee.
Oh, speaking of $9 million,
What a segue.
watch. Tell us about this story. This guy drinking bleach and almost dying.
Was it bleach?
I don't know.
No, it was like some kind of,
Oh, you knew about it?
It was
It's cleaning.
sanitizer.
yeah, it was some kind of commercial cleaner. I don't remember the name of
Oh
it.
my
though.
God, Donald Trump's been doing that for years and nothing ever happened to him.
Yeah, well, that's how he cured himself of COVID.
I don't think he ever had it.
Tell us the story though,
Fuck
or
this
the
guy. It's sanitizer. OSHA requires you to mix these solvents together so that it's like a certain grade to clean the materials and utensils and stuff like that. So it was a pitcher that they had overnight, and it had like, it was majority water, and then they had the sanitizer inside of there, and it got left out overnight. The next morning, it got served to a patron at Cracker Barrel in Tennessee.
Why'd you say it like that?
That was
Yeah, you really emphasized the word cracker.
You really did. Yeah, you don't even realize it, but you did.
I didn't.
My man was like Cracker Barrel.
I didn't mean for it to come out that way.
I mean, it sounded like a Chappelle skit.
Yeah. And he drank it. I'm not sure how much of it he drank, but it burned his mouth and esophagus. That's what was listed on like the medical exam. And through like 9 years, was it 9 years?
8 years.
8 years of like going back and forth to court and, you know, figuring out all this stuff. He finally got a settlement of $9 million. But what the state of Tennessee only allows $5 million or so.
I think something like that.
Yeah. So he ended up getting that. But, I mean, it took a while. You know, justice wasn't swift.
Can you smell the sanitizer stuff in the water?
I don't know. You can definitely smell certain solutions, but I don't think the sanitizer is going to draw like a red flag as you're lifting to drink.
So how do you know, like...
Especially if you're thirsty.
Well, yeah. So, like, if you if somebody gives you a glass of water, right? Mm-hmm. Is it cloudy?
No.
It's
it
really
was
clear?
clear, yeah.
So, but it's mostly water, you say, right?
Yes.
Now, was it like cold water? Did he ask for water with no ice?
They said that it was ice in there. It was dressed up like a normal drink.
They put ice in it?
They did it on purpose.
No, I think...
Just because it was Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
Was the guy black?
Huh?
Was the guy black?
I couldn't find it. I showed the attorney, and he
Oh,
was
they didn't
black.
show it, then he was black.
Anyway, they use a dispenser, and they put the ice in there, and they put it on the table, then they come around with the pitcher, and they pour it in there.
We know how it works.
He was just saying, was it... Wait, why did I answer that? What did you just ask me?
If it was cloudy, I asked how did you get...
Oh,
we
could
put
you
ice
tell
in
if it was... Yeah, if it was ice. So, it looked like a normal
So
drink.
why the hell would somebody put ice in it, though?
I don't understand how you grab a random glass with stuff in it and then put ice in it.
No, it wasn't just a random glass. It was like a
No, the
water.
cups already had ice in it. They came around with the pitcher and poured it in each cup.
So it's a pitcher...
That was just
It looked like
steady water.
Well, why are you putting chemicals like that in
In a
the same
pitcher?
thing you're
they
putting
were
your
cleaning-
food in?
Yeah,
they were
that's the
cleaning
question.
a part of a machine because it showed the pictures, and the attorney also showed it. It was like a little, like a ring or a gasket that belonged to another machine, and it was soaking in there. So I don't know if they kept it in there, if they took it out.
So
none of that makes sense.
The stuff
no,
was
that's still
soaking
no
in
good.
the pitcher with the solution.
Cleaning it.
So,
Let's say you clean them at the end of the night, and you have your buckets that you normally use to mop the floors, wipe stuff down. I guess they just decided, I'm gonna clean these small little things so that they're contained, so that we don't get lost. We're gonna put them in this pitcher, and somebody probably took it out and just left it there. Then some way or another, a waitress or a waiter grabbed it.
Still, I mean, that's really stupid, and that's very negligent on
absolutely.
I also just feel like if you have something soaking in clear liquid overnight, and when you take it out in the morning, it's not going to be clear and like not cloudy anymore when you pour it in a glass of ice.
True.
I don't know. It just seems a hard thing to accidentally do. I'm not saying they did it on purpose. I can understand somebody not paying attention and being an idiot and doing that, but
Well, if you've ever worked at a place like Cracker Barrel, you would get it. It's not like they have the most dedicated people working at places like that. I'm not saying that about all Cracker Barrels. I'm just talking about the food service industry. Listen, I used to work at a fast food place. It's like, I did some things that, I'm not going to say on camera.
I've seen somebody drop a hamburger on the floor, pick it up and put it on the patty.
That's nothing.
Yeah, no, that's...
Oh, you're talking to the man who made everybody funnel cakes after a bird flew inside of the...
It was a bird that flew inside of our grease. And can I
He
get
saw
trouble for that?
it. He saw it.
No, there's statute of limitations.
We went ahead and turned that grease up, and we made funnel cakes all day.
All day.
I'm not talking about like a baby. I'm like a big ass bird. I had to pick the feathers off the funnel cake.
Oh, man. I know this guy. I'm not going to mention him, but he's probably going to end up watching this. It was pretty close to me, but he's making donuts at a grocery store. And so he's doing it, and he's making donuts, and he's like, he's noticing the glaze on the donuts is red. He doesn't think anything about it. It is kind of weird, but whatever. And then he looks down, and the reason the glaze is red on all of these donuts is because he cut himself, and he's bleeding into it. And he done just put all these donuts out, and people's bought some of them.
Dang.
Yeah.
That happens more than you think. In the food
So it's pretty gross. And then I wonder, too, is that...
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
I've
heard so many stories, like...
I have a friend that used to work at a meat packing plant, and they butchered the cows and stuff. There's somebody got their arm trapped in the machine and took their arm off. Went through the machine. So what they did is, and this was the procedure for doing it. They just fed a bunch of beef through the machine, and they didn't use that beef. But after a certain amount of time, they just assume the machine's clean, and then they just So there's no telling what kind of stuff you eat if you think about it.
Do. When I was a butcher, we would feed it through there, and I remember I dropped a pin in there one time. I got pictures. I'm gonna send you the pictures. A pin went in there. And it ground through there because once you put you cut it open or you cut your meat, you put it in there and it goes into the grinder. Then it goes into a dump bin. You take that bin and you dump it back in. So that's how you get your 80-20 or your 30-70, your coarse grind and everything like that. So I dropped my pin in there and I was looking for the pin because I had to write something on once I went to the register and I couldn't find it all day. And then I went back and I was like, I hope I didn't drop it in the thing. And I was like, I would have heard it. So I went back and looked at the packaging on the shelf, and there it was. It was little pieces. You can see blue ink and everything. And I had stocked it freshly, so it was 32 packages, and 10 of them were sold. 10 of them were sold. But I'm gonna put that picture in there. One time I did that where I went to the restroom because I dumped it in there, and it was grinding out. It was going out into the thing. But after the meat goes through, it's nothing but gears just grinding. So I went to the restroom and came back. Before I even can come back, I heard them shouting on the intercom. Everyone's running out and everything. Smoke is coming from the meat department. And I'm just like, oh God, I left it running. I get in there, the whole back, the cooler, everything is smoky. The stuff was cooked. It was ground, it was hamburger in there. I took a picture of that too. Super burnt. Tore that equipment out. It was expensive. But yeah.
That's the time you tell me about when you almost burnt down the place, right?
It may have been one of the times. That's probably one of the times.
Was that the first time or the second time you got fired?
Did I get fired from there?
Here we go. How? How did you not get fired?
I would have fired you.
No,
I'm not going to lie.
I quit because that was the thing with the dry ice. I cursed the manager out.
What happened?
Over dry ice?
Yeah, because he was a drunk and the power went out. And they asked everyone to keep the coolers closed, all the refrigerating doors throughout the supermarket. And then they had dry ice come in, and they put it in there because it keeps it cold. And he didn't tell anyone, so he went ahead and left because he was already stressed out. And I walked back there, and I'm just getting stuff ready, prepared for the next day. And I'm pulling out stuff, and I'm feeling lightheaded and dizzy. And another guy went in there, a pregnant woman went in there. She ended up passing out. She went to urgent care. So I was like, I'm gonna go to urgent care too because I've been exposed to it. So I ended up calling him. I'm like, look, you need to get your ass back here. I cursed him out. And I was like, I don't care what you're doing right now. You didn't write any notes or let anyone know that this is a hazard. You got people passing out. People are going to the doctor and all this stuff. So, but after that, I couldn't come back.
Sorry.
What I said
I'm laughing. That's terrible.
Wait,
it's
what'd you say that made you not be able to come back?
Oh, I cursed him. I was talking to him
and then he fired you.
He didn't fire me. Because it was guilt. At the point, he was understanding of everything that I was saying. And he couldn't say anything. I mean, he was in the wrong. I'm like, you're going to have lawsuits out of this. This is going to be workers' complaints.
Oh, yeah.
You're probably going to lose your job over this.
I'm just trying to find out what you said.
I probably called his mama a B and all type of crazy stuff. But yeah, I ended up leaving within the next week or so. I didn't get fired.
Okay.
What did I tell you?
I was just imagining you being like Robert Downey Jr. in Due Date when he just Yeah, he just blew up out of nowhere. He's like, I'm sorry, I should
spit in the dog's face.
He's like, you spit. Jamie Foxx like, you spit on his dog. He's like, yeah, man, I'm sorry. He was like, you need to apologize. Yeah, you're right. Hey, come here. He's like, are you here to apologize? What?
When you do the editing, you should cut them out in sections and put like little 30-minute blocks on there instead of people having to watch a 2-hour show.
That's what the other YouTube channel is for. Do you go to
The
other
shorts?
YouTube
Yeah,
channel?
it's like 5 minutes though. I'm saying like you should break each section down to like 30 minutes so that we can actually have a topic.
You should have like a scroller going across the bottom where it's like
No, but you get more views based on smaller videos. Like 30-minute video, somebody's gonna sit down and watch a 30-minute video as opposed to a 2-hour and 33-minute video.
Did you watch the other?
Yeah, they're
YouTube?
like 5-minute clips.
Yeah, they're however long we're talking about a specific topic.
Oh, okay. So it can be up to like 30 minutes if we go
Yeah, that's
on.
what the clips are for.
All
Like,
right, you don't have to have that condescending tone.
no, I'm asking you a question.
Yeah,
I'm
I
waiting
did,
for you
but
to
they were
answer.
both like 5-minute clips, so I thought that was like
There's like 7 videos on there now.
I have not seen them.
Yeah.
I apologize.
They're
I mean,
like,
it sounds like you guys need couples therapy, and
No,
I know
that's how
some
they
guys that I
always
could.
that's just how they always are.
Don't say that.
Totally
you
normal.
was the main one attacking them. I keep getting these calls from Kings Mountain, man.
I keep getting from Locust. I don't even know where Locust is.
I get them from Locust and Omaha, Nebraska. And I'm like, who
I've got
get
from
in
Locust.
Vegas?
I've got from Omaha. I get them from.
It's one weird one. I get Albuquerque.
I get them from LA.
haven't
Every
gotten
time
that
I'm like,
one.
I made it.
Yeah,
I finally made it, mama.
We've seen the editing that you've done in your videos. We want you.
Hollywood.
Oh, you actually get them from Hollywood.
Tell me about Rihanna though, because I'm new to it. I don't know too much about it.
She got pregnant by A$AP Rocky.
A$AP Rocky.
All right, NFL.
So Ri'Yadh always thought that he was going to be the one to get Rihanna pregnant.
It's not too late.
Past Drake.
It's not too late.
But yeah, she it sucks because like
She's so old.
no,
Oh,
just A$AP like
she's 30. She's 33.
That's not that old.
that's not old.
40 is
For a woman,
teetering
it
old
is.
for.
oh god.
No, you know, like no. I mean, you. I know women that have had kids like in their late 30s, early 40s.
Oh yeah.
That's
I mean, I don't
considered
think it's
a,
biologically the
mountains?
best thing to do, but
it's
it's
considered a geriatric pregnancy after 30. 'Cause
that's
those eggs
freaking
are-
hilarious.
It's still time for you, Cairo.
That also makes me nervous because like my
I'm not
wife's
a woman.
over 30 and we don't have
Tell
kids
again.
yet.
Are you planning?
I'm not a woman.
Yeah, I got to go home and take care of
I
business,
can have a
guys.
kid when I'm 55.
Like,
I can have a
Hurry
kid
up.
when I'm 65 as long as I still work.
yeah, like, hey, we're going to make this happen. You on board or not?
It may not be 30. It may be a
Just
little.
kidding.
older.
I don't want that on tape, in case anything weird ever happens. Like, no.
But you have
You
great hair.
just missed the entire conversation.
I did because Watch kept telling me it's not too
Yeah.
late. Like I don't have ovaries. I can have kids whenever I want.
Earlier you just said you don't like
Watch
men.
picture, Mike and shit. I was just joking.
By the
Not
way,
joking.
the gray hair thing, hurtful.
No, I'm just saying it's not your fault. I'm worried as a man. I'm like, hey, I mean, what's bothering you?
Hey, does gray hair make you guys feel mature or anything? Or does it,
I don't have gray hair.
if
Me
you-
neither.
I'm talking about like the idea of getting gray hair. Are you afraid of that?
Are you afraid of the idea?
No, not at all.
Of course not, because you have no hair.
Well,
so don't-
no. The other day I was cutting my hair and I saw gray and I was like, I feel older and I like it. Like I want grays to grow in my beard.
you don't really have a beard, and you don't have hair. So it's like you keep trying to jump into this thing. You want some white hair so bad.
What is
that? What make you
going
feel
on
good
with
about yourself?
Is he? Are you in your period?
I don't have ovaries. I can tell you.
It's like all episodes he just been coming. What are you?
I mean, because
Do we
I
need
wanna,
couples counseling?
I want to bring it out. You know what it is. Our anniversary was last week, and you didn't say.
You know what's funny? Our last anniversary, my wife and I wake up and we go around about our day or whatever, and then like somebody at church tells us, "Hey, did you guys?" Or they ask us, "Did you guys have a good anniversary?" And both of us are like, "Oh crap, it's our anniversary today."
At that point, it's just a wash. You just
No.
Dang.
It's
If
like-
you both forget, then it don't count.
Well, see, what happened was we got married in late November, right? And so our anniversary's been on Thanksgiving. It's always right before the holidays
Black
start.
Friday.
So yeah, and so it's like we may have done like one or two things for our anniversary the entire time we've been married. Just like if you guys ever decide to get married, don't get married in late November. I just, but
Are you gonna go through the whole first anniversary paper, second anniversary rubber, something like that? I don't know how it goes.
What?
Well,
I thought rubber was before you got married, though.
Nah, he skipped the rubber one.
What is this that you're talking about?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like diamonds for like 10th year anniversary. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've never done that.
A lot of people don't do it. But
Yeah.
It's like
Especially like start buying like gold and diamonds and stuff. I don't got that kind of money.
But that's after you've been together for like 25 years. No marriages last that long.
Do you already have any plans for an anniversary?
Yeah, all my anniversaries are going to be spectacular.
Really?
No.
I was going to say, I don't know if I walk out the gate building it up,
spectacular.
Can I say something about you jumping down my throat?
Probably not.
Go for it. Let's see how it goes.
I've always pictured myself like when I got married, like proposing to my wife again every single year in a different, more spectacular way. Am I white for doing that too, Carl?
Oh, no, you're
Just
wrong.
corny.
I just want to say, don't blame that on white people.
I would not. This is just a corny control thing that he does.
I don't think my wife would love it.
Oh, here's the thing, dude. What if you piss her off? What if you propose and she's like, I don't think so.
Yeah,
Like, I feel like that's a high risk, high reward game you're playing there. I just, I mean, I'm sure that there's been some times or whatever I've left the room and my wife wouldn't have said yes to a proposal from me.
What you should do is propose to your baby mama.
I'm going to cut that out.
If Cantrell wanted to, he could just kill all my jokes.
Are we going to keep talking about the Rihanna thing though?
No, I think we're done with it. I mean, what else is there to say? I mean, she's with ASAP Rocky. He deserves it. She deserves it. They deserve one another. It's going to be the most beautiful baby in the world.
Are they like exclusive? Like they're together? They're going
to Hollywood, and who knows?
Yeah, they probably won't be together in like a year.
That's didn't what's his name? What's his
Kylie.
Astro? Yeah. Are they?
Yeah.
Did they get back together?
Who knows, man? It's Hollywood.
He's with Kylie Jenner.
That's what I'm saying. They broke up at one point after they already had a baby, right?
Yeah.
And then I don't know if they got back together or not.
Probably not.
Earlier this morning, I was looking at something. I don't know. It was one of those random things that pop up on Facebook, the clickbait, whatever.
Yeah.
It was like had these celebrities, maybe. Listen, I don't just look at stuff like that because it just depresses me, right? So, but what it had is it had celebrities like before and after they were celebrities, like like Jenners, the Kardashians, or whatever. They look a lot better now that they have money than
It's all fake. All of them. They instill them in them when they're like.
I feel like I'm the reason we always get off topic because I want to ask another question now. How do you guys feel about like prosthetics when it comes to like beauty? Like the BBL, like does that count? Do you give women credit?
No.
I mean,
it's not like they're in the gym working off sculpting and building these muscles. They're just go. So do you
take off points? Like, so if somebody could just buy it, is it not the same?
I mean, it doesn't look. In my personal opinion, it doesn't look good.
Because
all the time it's always bought.
Sometimes,
no, it doesn't feel the same. It doesn't look the same.
Money. Also, the other thing too is that you have to remember too that even if a lot of money is spent on it, sometimes your body changes, and that is not going to change. So, like, look at Nicki Minaj, for example. I think Nicki Minaj, or
why y'all keep bringing up Nicki Minaj?
Because it happens. Fake. If you look at her when she years ago and now, you can tell like the prosthetics didn't.
Yeah, she said in her song, "It's finally getting soft."
It's not getting soft. It doesn't get soft. It gets harder.
That's not. You think it coagulates in there?
I'm not saying coagulating, but it gets harder. It's already stiff. It's either silicone or the injections that
she's rich. She literally got fat sucked out of other people's butts and had it put into hers.
No,
she
didn't do that.
I didn't know there was a market for that, or I would be selling people my fat. Like I feel like I could make a decent amount of money off of that.
They're targeting the wrong people. they're trying to make women get fatter butts when what they should be trying to do is figure out how to get them penis extension surgery.
They have
exactly.
that.
Hell yeah.
The thing is, the boob. I was gonna say extension.
Boob extension.
That's how you get it extended.
I mean,
What if a woman just got nipple extension surgery? A long nipple, you can swing her around like a balloon halfway pump.
you just pull it. It goes.
It just starts
Dude,
flying around.
I'm not gonna lie, man. If I'm like on the internet and I see that, I'm gonna look at it.
Yeah,
I mean, like I can't look away
I
from
do
that.
too. Even if you have it, it's like you can always get more. So it's like I always click it, but then it's always like some pill, and it's like
Wait, are you talking about long nipples?
no penis enlarging.
Okay.
Oh, I was talking about long nipples.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Dude,
that's
I ain't
what
looking at like dongs. That's
No penis enlargement pills.
yeah, that's not what I was talking about.
Yeah.
He's talking
Why are you
about-
looking at nipple?
He's saying you can't look away from a 12-inch nipple. Like you're gonna,
Yeah, if I saw a 12-inch
Let me just
nipple, I would
click it,
look
alright?
at it.
We're
I
talking
just-
about like being captivated by 12-inch nipples. You're talking about jumping a penis.
I'm talking about getting penis enlargement surgery. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah. Well, we.
I don't
we talking
know.
about
Okay,
nipples.
so
How
you're
you-
asking about like surgeries for like women and stuff like that. Okay, I know that like you can look better if you have bigger boobs and stuff like that, but I never would ask my wife to get something like that done because she would look at me and say, "Hey, you need to get your penis bigger," and I just couldn't handle that. So I'm just
We can't handle that as men.
Yeah,
that is an ego hit.
Yeah.
Right?
And I'm surprised women don't go there as much now. But I mean, that'll shut me down immediately. I can talk all the trash and beat my chest and all this. Just if she says that,
she got you for life.
For
Like,
life.
you can't come back from that.
I mean, I would probably call her a B-word and punch her. 'Cause at that point, it's fighting words. Then it's fighting words.
I personally, I don't care that people do it. I wouldn't go for someone who has it because I want somebody that's going to work for it. I want to be able to go to the gym with them and like someone who's going to. Here we go. I can express any opinion.
I understand, like, if someone gets cosmetic surgery, like women who have like really large breasts and they cause other health complications, like they have back issues. If they get like reduction, that's fine. Or if it's a girl who has like self-image issues where she's like practically flat and she's like, all right, I just want to do something that's a little subtle, just from an A to a B or something like that. But when these girls like Nicki Minaj get like the big butts that don't even match their thighs or anything, and it's all disproportionate.
Have you seen Nicki Minaj?
Have you seen Nicki Minaj?
Every night. Every night.
Are these pictures or videos?
Or like
they're
Kylie
4K
Jenner.
now.
I think she
it's
got
in
her
his
surgery
dreams,
when she
and
was, like, 15.
she's always like 14 in these dreams. So
Cut that. Edit that. I didn't even look at 22-year-old Nicki.
Look up Kylie Jenner before and after.
Well,
Like,
we
she
know
looked
Kylie
like-
Jenner.
But she got it done so early. It's like she didn't even allow her body to develop. Maybe she could have had those curves. But it's like, I'm just going to go and get my butt done. I'm going to get my lips done to look this way, my cheeks, my nose. I'm going to get my breasts, all this stuff. And it's just like, she looks so fake. And even now, like when you see her outside of her makeup, she looks basic as heck. Like I couldn't decide if I was going to she looks, because I was going to say, so.
yeah, he can over here. He
she
can
looked
like throw the
really
word
bad.
cracker out loud like crazy, but he's not going to say hell.
Priorities, man.
But I think
She looks terrible. Like she just looks bland and basic, and then she throws on all this makeup and the eyelashes and the fake hair and all this stuff, and these women idolize her and look up to her like, oh, she's the picture
Beauty
perfect,
standard, yeah.
beauty standard. And I'm just like,
They idolize her because she literally makes beauty products, and they want to look like her.
well, I think that's what he's saying. It's like she's putting
she don't even look like her.
But she's selling
Yeah,
the
there you go.
fakeness.
Yeah, well, that's the whole industry though.
Right.
Like they
True.
Photoshop women so much.
Then on
It's
top
insane.
of that, the Photoshop was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of them, Kim, Courtney, Chloe, all of those.
They say that Kim Kardashian looks like a hobbit in real life.
Have you seen her
She's
in other
really
things?
short. They make that she's so dolled up, and you
That
see
was
the after
South
image.
Park.
Oh yeah, it was.
Was that?
South Park.
That wasn't Snooki.
That was the fish stick episode.
That was when Kanye was like, "Hey, you're not a hobbit, are you?"
Oh, right.
He's like, my wife is definitely not a... Wait a minute.
What you mean you was traveling? Who's Gandalf? You're trying to find a ring.
It's K-Y-L-E-I.
I just think the problem with that too is that like because your body changes, whether it's because you're getting older or because you're getting in better shape or you're getting in worse shape or whatever, the products you're using are gonna not look okay, and so you have to spend more money to get them updated in one way or the other. It's a maintenance thing you have to do. Whereas if you just work out, I mean, I'm not saying like everybody's gonna get the perfect butt when they work out or anything, but you can stay healthy and get in a good shape. And hopefully, what you want is somebody who's gonna love you for just who you are instead of because you got the big, good, juicy butt from Brazil or whatever.
Before and after. I want to see this. It's all fake.
But I mean, if you're married and you want to get it, then go do what you want to do as long as your partner are agreeing that it's okay or whatever.
I wouldn't want my wife to get it because then she
you got to go through so much stuff to look at that.
She looks like a different person, right?
Completely.
Yeah.
Look at those lips.
Do you remember that it was like the Kylie Jenner lip challenge or something where people like suck on suck their lips and their lips get all huge?
Yeah.
I don't understand this whole fascination with giant bubble lips. Like I like good lips.
I'll tell you what it is.
Cantrell, she looks just like the girl that you showed me on the phone.
What girl? Oh yeah. I know.
The one that she was sleeping with. The one she was madly in love with.
Okay, I'm going to hit this because that's not
I'm talking about the before pictures, of course. The goth one up there on the top.
Oh no!
Look how just look at that. I hate she's so dolled up.
How would you describe her skin color? Would you say copper or bronze?
She's
which
white.
one?
She's super white, but when she throws all that stuff on, then she looks like she has some type of.
Watch, bring that the skin palette up.
Ariana Grande is pretty too.
Wait, I'll hold it up to each picture. I know that was a joke.
I feel like we just need to get you guys one of those so that Cantrell can just take it and just like hold it up next to the women. You know,
the brown paper bag test. They used to actually do that.
That's the thing. The brown
paper bag
Watch,
test.
minimize that page so we can see the time. Y'all want to get into the football stuff?
Yeah, let's wrap this up, man. I'm ready to go home and stuff.
Watch.
Who is that?
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah. I guess
I walked right into that one. Huh?
Can we get it? Can we do a Nicki Minaj segment?
Gracious. Look at the difference in her.
The nose is fake. The lips are fake. The breasts, the butt, the hair, the voice. She's just a corny woman. I just don't like Nicki Minaj.
I heard
she's like the female version of Michael Jackson.
Pretty much.
Stop.
Pretty much. Without the talent. Well,
I won't stand for this. I won't stand for this.
She can rap, but like she just moves corny. Dating McMill,
just
cornball. Safari, cornball. Now she's with like a rapist. Her brother's like a sex offender. All these are facts.
I thought you said she looked like a rapist. And I was like, what does a rapist look like
she ended
exactly?
Up marrying like a nobody, like a guy off the street with a long criminal history. I think
he's
like a sex
too.
offender. Yeah, got kids.
She was at the game and like
regular looking. He's no Drake or like this. It's just so annoying, man.
Is it bad that he's regular looking?
The biggest thing, if you want to take away from her appearance, attraction, and image and everything, she's a rapper and she considers herself to be like the baddest bee. Like she's the best rapper and everything. So in that realm, if someone challenges her, she has nothing else to do but to step up to that plate. Remy Ma came out with Sheether, destroyed her.
Remy Ma didn't write
She didn't even respond. She wrote it.
Listen,
Remy can rap.
The problem is
she didn't write that.
She
didn't even respond. That's corny to me.
Because Pat Poose wrote it. That's like getting a fake butt and then bragging that it's real.
Pat didn't write that.
Pat wrote that. You can hear the cadence.
All right.
Remy can rap, but she ain't rapping like Pat.
She still didn't respond, and that is a stupid move.
All right, let's get to football so we can get him out of here.
We're just getting started.
I feel like what you need to really get the conversation going is just pass out some liquor at the beginning of it, and then by the end of it,
that's a bad idea.
Last episode, it was horrible.
If you get him any liquor, he's gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, I went back.
Wine.
I was messing up words. I was saying things wrong.
At one point, he was like. Hold on, I'm gonna Google that word because I know what it means, but I just got.
I would never do that again. I looked so stupid last.
We thought it was gonna be cool, like we was gonna have our wine bottles, whatever, take some shots. No, sir. We're too old for that.
I guess.
I imagine you had fun making it though, right?
Yeah, I mean, but it's always fun though.
Yeah.
Maybe if we just do it in moderation.
What y'all MVP predictions? Who you think is gonna be MVP?
Tom Brady. I have a reason why.
Oh, keep going because this is good. Keep going.
You want me to go first?
Yeah,
Oh wait,
no,
you're
I
talking
always
about
have the best
Super Bowl MVP or league MVP?
League MVP.
Oh, they haven't said it yet?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
So you want me to go first?
Go
Because
ahead.
I always have the
Go
best
ahead.
take.
Go ahead.
Tom Brady, Tom Edward Brady, has always been the
Senior or junior?
Senior.
He's the one and only. So he's the GOAT, but he's never been the most athletic, but he's the smartest. So here's what I think happened. He knew that the race between him and Aaron Rodgers was so close that he had to do something crazy in order to get it. So he fakes his retirement. Just so he can get in the news and that they can say, well, we got to give it to him now. This is his farewell trophy. We're going to give it to him. And next year, he's going to be right back.
NFL's so rigged. I believe that.
Yes.
I believe that.
I was thinking the same thing.
Okay, here's the thing. This is why you guys are wrong. It's going to be Aaron Rodgers. All right. And the reason it's going to be Aaron Rodgers is the NFL is like, you know, they're getting too liberal for their really conservative fan base, and they've got to do something to win back the MAGA people. And so they're going to give it to Aaron Rodgers, who is just, the whole, immunized thing or whatever. So they're going to give it to him to throw a bone out to the Donald Trump people and then try to look more liberal in other areas.
But Donald Trump and Brady are boys.
That's true.
But actually, I completely believe what he said. I was just trying to come up with another theory.
Before the podcast,
no, it's like, you can't just.
He said the exact same
I was
thing.
telling him the exact same thing before you guys came in. Yeah, and I'm like, well, that doesn't make for good TV. So I've got.
But you actually added something on the end that I was thinking about. Like, I don't think Tom Brady's retiring. I think this is he's launching a new brand of clothes. Yeah, well, yeah. He's going to come back next season. And, of course, what's going to happen is, Tom Brady's comeback is going to be like the highlight of the offseason.
He never said that he
ever.
retired.
He never came out.
He did officially say it.
It was sources close to him saying, they had speculated he might. I think he did a little
No, he put it out on
he came
Instagram
out
or
and
whatever.
said it was official.
Did he?
Yeah, after.
Yeah. And I don't think he's coming back. And the reason why I don't think he's coming back is Giselle. Yeah.
Because she told him not to go back the first time. She was like, I've been taking care of these kids. And I don't know who you think you are, but you about to start taking care of these kids. And Tom's like, man, come on, man. Tom Brady, bro.
He just kind of gets that look that like little kids get or whatever when they get in trouble. They're like,
but I was going to win it.
Dang.
I feel like he went out. That was tough to
So we all honestly think Tom
Brady.
I think Cooper Kupp.
I wouldn't be surprised.
no, they're going to give it to a quarterback, man.
I know,
let
but
Watch speak.
I think Kupp would be a good one to give it to.
Here's my take here. I believe.
Let Watch speak.
Nah, watch this speak at
Because
the
as soon
end.
as he said cup, no.
We can let watch speak at the end.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot you watched it. We'll give watch the final word.
I just saw that too. Did you see it?
I think it'll be Cooper. Well, I know it's not going to be Cooper Kupp, but I think it should be Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp,
Yeah.
the white guy,
Yeah.
the receiver.
Yeah.
He
You
did
see?
his thing. I think he broke some records.
Oh, he's definitely the best receiver in the league. But do you think that is fair? I mean, not fair. Do you think that would be? Then again, actually,
What were you going to
spoke
say?
too soon. What I was going to say was going to be wrong.
What were you going to say, though?
Do you think that would be a good image to fire all of the black coaches and give it the MVP to a white receiver? But actually, it would.
Yeah, but like if you look at like the so who else would they give it to? Like Lamar Jackson, like,
No one
but
else
he
deserves
didn't
it
really
but
have like an MVP season. I mean, they were.
I think only one person besides
Cooper Kupp deserves it, but it's all. But what does that say?
No, I'm trying to look at the optics like you are, or whatever. Like which black quarterback would they give it to?
Probably
it's like,
you can't give it to Pat.
You can't. The only people that you can give it to is Aaron Rodgers. Outside of quarterbacks, it would be Cooper Kupp. So, but then that says, if he's the most qualified person, and it would be fair to give it to him.
You know what though? If he wasn't injured for a lot of the seasons, I think you can make a lot of the season you can make a good argument for Derrick Henry.
Oh yeah, he was going to.
I love watching that man play football.
He was going to kill the league with rushing yards this year. If he
low key, which probably played good too. The running back in the Super Bowl, Joe Mixon.
Oh yeah, he played good. I mean, Joe Burrow's been playing good. Jamar Chase as a rookie.
That's true.
Yeah, but here's my.
But you said Cooper Kupp.
Yeah,
and I was thinking like we were just saying like our minds. We were taught growing up that, in order to be a quarterback, you had to be, the tall white guy, or if you was a black quarterback, you had to be the fast guy, the Michael Vick guy.
Yeah. So
now what does this say? Where all that's proven wrong, because now you got Cooper Kupp. He's the biggest, baddest dude out there, and lo and behold, he's a white guy. Do you give it to him? Same thing with Christian McCaffrey. I mean. This pretty much.
God, he would be so good if he didn't get hurt all the time.
I know.
Yeah, as a Carolina fan, I have a love-hate relationship with Christian McCaffrey.
He definitely proved me wrong, because when he first drafted him, I'll be honest, I was like, man, this guy's gonna get injured every game. He's too soft, too small.
That's what I said. I'm like, this dude can't take it between the tackles because But I was wrong.
But you see, look how we're wired. We see the white guy, and it's like he's gonna be. Who's the other guy?
Yeah. I was thinking Peyton Hillis.
Peyton Hillis.
He was kind of like a one-hit wonder, though. I mean,
I'm thinking about white running backs.
No,
look at the guys that play for the Patriots. What was who I'm talking about?
The running back?
Edelman?
Yeah. No, the little short guy.
I didn't know the Patriots ever had a running back.
Man, he used to catch.
Hold on.
Burkhead.
Well, Burkhead was one of them, but there was somebody before.
I know who you're
something like that.
I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name though.
Woodward or something like that.
What about him though?
Squidward.
I've been saying those are the type of running backs that we think of when you think of a white running back. They catch on the outside guy,
like a Darren Sproles kind of back or something like that.
Yeah, kind of like that.
But that's why I was wondering what you were going. Where you were going was a good point there. It's like
it
now
completely broke the mold.
We've been conditioned to say, the skilled positions are for the black people, the cerebral positions are for the white people, and now you see like you get Pat. Let me ask that: is Patrick Mahomes black? Would you say he's black?
I'm not the gatekeeper, but no, he's not.
I'm just thinking like Russell Wilson and all these black quarterbacks.
Patrick Mahomes is blacker than Russell Wilson.
Okay.
I feel like neither one of them are really white. No, I shouldn't say that. I don't want to put that.
We don't want them. Make sure you put that as a highlight. But that speaker says we don't want them.
I feel like that's going to follow me around for every job I ever apply to.
So now you have like black quarterback, like Cam Newton going to Super Bowl and stuff. Like you have black quarterbacks being in that cerebral position, and then now you have like white players playing in the skill positions, and are we truly breaking that mode, or are we still stuck in it a little bit?
Well, I would say we're a little bit stuck in it, because when I think of black quarterbacks, I think of guys who can run. Like you had mentioned that earlier. That goes back to like Randall Cunningham.
I do wonder about that, because here's the thing: with black quarterbacks who run, did they?
No.
You don't know what's going
on.
And I'm not saying that there's, like a black dude couldn't be a pocket passer. I'm not saying that's it. It's just, it's just, that's not what I think of when I think of a black quarterback.
Because we don't see that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So when you say, what was you saying? When you were talking about Christian McCaffrey, it's like that's what our minds are thought. We don't think he came in the league, he's just as good as any other running back. Like traditionally, he's an every down back. But we think, he's just going to be the third down, swing pass.
I thought the Panthers wasted their pick on him.
I was actually surprised that we picked him.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
No,
remember when they thought that trading for Sam Darnold would be a good idea?
Oh my gosh! Seems
like it was just this year, huh?
They were talking about how Matt Rule was interested in going to Michigan. I'm like, if there's a God.
He's a PhD major.
I tried to keep up with Matt Rule, but when we had Cam Newton on the one, and they substituted him and put in Sam Darnold, I was like, no, wait a second.
Stupid.
You have the all-time leader in QB rushes and you put in someone else.
You just don't do that. That's like taking Marshawn Lynch out of the game at the 1 yard line in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He could have slept.
Listen, man, it's politics.
Oh, my D.
Can you say that?
I said D. I can say whatever I want to say.
He basically can. I mean, he could say it on camera right now in front of us, and no one would believe us. That's why I lie about him all the time.
What was our questioning?
I don't know.
You were talking about politics. They didn't want Marshawn to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, because that was the year when he's like, y'all know why I'm here. That whole thing, and they're like, all right, this is a bad representation
You think Pete
of the NFL.
caved
He's
to the
slapping
NFL?
us in the face. Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
I don't know. Pete doesn't
Look
seem,
at it. He could have easily
he seems
ran
like
in
a
there.
cool coach to play.
I mean, but now
I
he
can
kind
imagine
he's
them on the
basically the
headset
second
going
black coach
crazy.
in the
Do
league.
not let Marshawn score. Do not let him be the game winner. Do not let him be
I
the
imagine
face
how
of
those
the
interviews
Super
would
Bowl.
have been.
I'm telling you, that's all it was.
Gratuitous use of the N-word. You already know.
Do you
That's
really
all it
think
was.
the NFL is rigged
It's
like
super
that?
rigged, man.
Let me
They
ask
do-
you a question then.
they do all
let me ask
Dude,
you
that's what the
Do
whole
you-
Brian Flores. Well, it's not all of it, but that's a large part of what the Brian Flores thing is about. It was like, you know,
I have a question for you. Do you think the NBA is rigged too?
No, not the NBA. The NFL definitely. The
NBA
NFL
is for the
controls
Here we
what
go.
they see, and they
Here we go. Let him have it. Go ahead.
the
No, I was gonna
NFL
say.
puts out a product for us to consume, and it's like they know what they want and they feed into it, so they do little things. I'm not even gonna say what.
Do
it
you
is.
think that they would make NBA players, if all the NBA players kneel for the national anthem, do you think
you
that they would
can't?
shut
The
league
kneeling
down?
would have
I'm
went
not talking-
completely
yeah.
different if it was for the association. Completely different.
They would have just took the flag out. Like, hey, you know what? It's politics, man.
it's really hard to compare it because comparatively, the NBA is like way more
85%.
liberal than the NFL.
It is.
I mean, the NFL has guys like Jerry Jones running it.
Yeah.
And
You
not
know,
only
I
that,
mean,
yeah, look at all
he's
the
an
black
owner.
owners. And then in the
an
NFL,
owner.
they're sponsored by the Army. I mean, it's
Yeah, I forgot what the dollars for that was, but it's a huge amount of money.
every October they do breast cancer. Every September they do like fatigue for the
Aren't
Army.
they doing pride stuff now too?
What is it?
Pride
the
stuff?
NFL.
Jesus,
I couldn't.
If they
Well,
do,
I mean, don't they
they're
have like the
just
rainbow
pandering.
colors now?
I honestly don't know, but
I don't
wouldn't put it past them.
remember
I
it.
thought they were.
I bet they're
I may
not doing
be
anything
wrong.
for Black History Month.
Oh, shoot.
You know what? They end the.
That's probably why they end the season, so they don't got to do anything.
Hey, that's a good point. That's a good point.
You know why? I want to say it because it's related, and I think it's funny. But I'm like in third grade, right? So it's like the early '90s, and I'm looking at the stuff that they put on the wall for Black History Month, and I'm reading about all these famous black dudes, and I'm like, okay, I never knew this. And they have one guy I'm reading about, and I'm like, man, this guy sounds familiar. I feel like I saw him on TV around 1994, and I'm like, okay, who's this? Orenthal James
Oh, no.
Simpson.
This guy's gonna be somebody.
And so that's my first Black History Month like memory is reading about OJ. I'm like, I feel like I've heard of this guy.
When did he?
Great introduction to black culture.
Yeah.
They always killing me.
When did he start killing people?
I want to say it was right after that.
That was like, I think it was like 90,
Football, airplane.
94 or something like that.
Then killing people.
No.
Killing. Then he went to the Bronco. Then he went to jail. Then he got out of jail. Then he stole some stuff. Then he went to jail.
That's
Then he
it,
came
right.
out. Then he wrote a book about how he killed people. Then he went to jail. Came out.
Now he's like the NFL fantasy guy for Twitter.
You know why? I feel weird saying this. Okay, I absolutely think OJ killed those people,
I do
right?
too.
Okay.
We all
But
agree. Everyone
yeah.
here except for Control agrees.
There's no think in it. He did kill
okay, so OJ killed these people, but I would still like to go have a beer with him.
Me too.
Just because I think he's an interesting guy.
I want to like the same way I want to ask Ezra Miller some questions. I want to ask OJ Simpson some questions, and I want to see
Yeah.
what he's gonna
Why
say.
did you kill those poor white women? I could have
They didn't
married
deserve
them.
I wish I could do an Uncle Ruckus impersonation.
Oh, I love Uncle Ruckus. I used to be able to do it really
He used to
good.
be Uncle Ruckus. Oh, we seen him.
Really? Where?
Oh yeah, I got to speak to him.
Oh, that
was
is
a
right.
panel in New
It
York.
was the same panel, wasn't it?
Nah, this
He
was
lost so
different.
much weight,
because this
man.
one
He
was
was so skinny.
for Robot
I'm waiting.
Chicken.
They were supposed to be making a movie with him, but they didn't.
That's
get
what he was
funding.
talking about, but they couldn't get it.
Yeah,
He was trying to push that so hard, man.
yeah, he was. They were making YouTube videos and everything. It was kind of low budget.
But that's how you do it, though. That's
Was
how you
it
get
Carl?
the green light.
Anthony.
I just know him as a smart brother.
Smart brother.
But here's my take.
Oh yeah, crap! I don't remember his name.
I feel like it's Carl Anthony or something, or
He's been in so much
watch,
stuff.
this is what you're supposed to be doing. Instead of looking retarded right there, you're supposed to be
I'm not believing that. No, here's my take. What I was going
You'll
to say.
try and kill it. You'll end up recording.
Is this, Cairo? Let me ask you this: if you think
Gary Anthony Williams.
Yeah.
so, Cooper Kupp, right, deserves MVP, right?
Yes.
But is it going too far out of the realm of reality to say that maybe Matt Stafford deserves MVP?
Yes.
It's too far?
Yep.
Because I do wonder this. Cooper Kupp is second in the rankings for most receiving yards in the season, right? Mm-hmm. And receptions, right? I think he broke.
I thought he was number one, actually.
He's well, in regular season. He's number 2 in regular season.
Who's number 1 in regular season?
Calvin Johnson. Guess who was throwing to Calvin Johnson?
Yeah, we know that.
Matt Stafford.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about all time.
All time.
Oh, I thought about this season. I was like, he's number 1 this season.
No, in season, Calvin Johnson is number 1 for receptions and for receiving yards, and I think number 2 for receptions. Cooper Kupp
In a season.
in a season.
Right. But this season, he's number 1. Cooper Kupp is number 1
Right.
this season.
Okay.
Cooper Kupp, and then
Okay, go ahead.
so what I'm saying is the 2 receivers that Matt Stafford has been throwing to are number 1
we get it.
and number 2.
You do all of that. You do all of that.
You know, but does that mean
I have to
anything
make
good
the case.
about Stafford though? Like
Exactly.
obviously
It means
he's a good
nothing.
quarterback,
It means
but
he
at
had
one
2
point in
good
time, Jeff Garcia was throwing to Terrell Owens.
Yeah,
I mean, but I don't
But
think you can make the
Jeff
argument that
Garcia
Garcia was a great quarterback.
but Jeff Garcia. Say that one time.
I don't
You know
think
what
you
he
can
said.
make the argument that Jeff Garcia was a great quarterback.
All right, so what I'm saying is, did Jeff Garcia do that 2 times in 2 different seasons to 2 different receivers?
Okay, Jay Cutler has the most receptions to one. He has the most 20 reception games that he's thrown to different players. It just means that he has a pattern. He gets tunnel vision. Just like with Matthew Stafford, he just closes his eyes and just slings it to the biggest, baddest dude out there.
That being said, I would willingly trade Matt Rule and Sam Darnold to the Rams for Matt
You don't
Stafford.
see any other problems on the Panthers? You getting rid of Matt Rule and Sam Darnold?
No. The Panthers' problem is their offensive line is like, I feel like we could
think
go
it's
out there
offensive
and we
line?
would be as good as their offensive line.
It is our offensive line.
Yeah.
We can't get any production. In
What
the
do you think the
offense.
problem is?
I
He's
think
got
the
to say it's Cam
offensive
Newton.
line. I think the offensive line doesn't perform because they know that, like, you know, what are we doing this for? What's he doing back there? Another one? Okay, all right.
I think they don't perform
come on,
because they're no
guys, it's a
talent
block.
ass clowns. I mean,
You think Cam is?
no, I like Cam. The
you?
offensive
A lot
line.
of people like Cam. You're the only person who doesn't. I mean, he took us to the Super Bowl with
Yeah.
a good offensive line.
That being said, I don't think he could hit the broadside of a barn with a football. But
Okay.
you know, he
But he can
doesn't-
run.
at one point in
well.
time he was a hell of an athlete.
Yeah.
I mean, but
Ri'Yadh
being
just
super
really doesn't like
athletic,
Cam
does that
Newton.
really make you a good quarterback?
No, I wouldn't argue that Cam is like a great quarterback
I
like
think
that.
if we keep going down this road, you'll keep saying, well, you know, he can't do this. But he can do this. You know,
I
he
feel
can't
like if
do
we were
this.
like-
Here's the thing: he's got
You
a
know what? He can't do this.
he's got a huge arm that's not very accurate, and
Okay.
he's strong and he's fast and he's big.
Is he strong, fast, and big right now?
Oh, you kind of.
He's not-
Yeah, he is strong, fast, and big
He's
right
not
now.
strong anymore. He's not.
Have you
fast
seen him with his
anymore.
shirt off?
All right, you're not.
I mean, like-
you're not helping our case. Here. We're trying to make the point that you don't have to be big, strong, and fast to be a good quarterback.
Did you watch the other episodes? Did you watch?
I've
the
watched
other podcast
I've watched
episodes? Did you
some
see
of the
Cam Newton
episodes.
one?
Yeah,
Nobody
no, I didn't
watches
see the
the
Cam
hero.
Newton.
Let's go watch the Cam Newton one.
Okay.
Then we'll revisit this conversation.
Okay.
Ri'Yadh, you just really hate Cam Newton. He's like,
Yeah, because so far I've watched about
Cam
half of them, and I'm
Okay.
still, catching up.
I appreciate you watching.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
always.
Yeah, I think you
Everything
guys are
else.
hilarious, man.
oh, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that was one of those.
Wasn't talking to you. Is that what you said?
I'm saying I appreciate.
He said,
that
"I think you guys."
Yeah, and I'm
hilarious.
saying I appreciate that as a podcast. Like we come together to create.
But you
something,
keep throwing out on this we. He didn't say you guys are hilarious and you're a good editor. He was saying, he said what he said.
Now, let me ask you something. It was like I was thinking about this on the way up here. Okay, so because you have experience in film and stuff like that, if you're watching a movie or a football game or whatever, do you watch that differently than one of us would who don't have the same kind of experience?
Absolutely, he does. So it'll be like, we'll just be sitting here watching.
I just did it to him.
It gets annoying. I can see the strings.
Yeah.
This how to do that.
He's like, watch now. You see how this angle is, how this panned out, how the
This is
camera's
called a
zoomed, and they
rolling
managed to
48
catch
right
all this. Now watch, this won't be here when it zooms over here. And I'm just like, I'm just looking to see if the guy got shot.
Sent him like screenshots and videos of C, because what they did in C is they filmed the shots in the daytime, like in the daytime, but they like brought the color and stuff way down to make it like it was at night. And I was trying to show him like you can see that it
I'm
was
like, what are you
daytime.
talking about?
So basically, he's a dork.
Timestamp when I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh my god, you just completely ruined this for me. Because clearly it wasn't shot in pitch black. It was shot in like a certain thing, and then they edited the hue in the film and all this. I'm like, it's clearly daytime. Why did I not notice this before? Like, they'll pick up like soon as something happens early on in the show, he'll pick up on the plot and already determine, all right, this is going to happen. And he's going to figure it out. I'm like, you don't know this. And I'm like, you had to have read this. There's no way you figured this out. Because I'm just looking at it like, just like, okay, she's just walking right now. He'll just already know, like, oh yeah, she's the killer. Like, and I'm just like,
My wife and I'll do that when we watch TV shows. We try to predict what's coming next. I'm actually pretty decent at it. And the reason why is because I watch professional wrestling.
okay.
And so like, you know,
wrestler?
do what?
Who's your favorite
All
wrestler?
time. Dead or alive.
All time,
Top
dead
three,
or
go right now.
alive.
Top three, all time.
Yeah,
right
top
now.
three.
Okay, Ric Flair.
I can do this one.
Hulk Hogan, Ricky Steamboat.
Cairo,
Okay.
go.
The Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H.
Oh, come on, you gonna
Ooh,
do that?
go. Ooh, mine is close. Go.
Dang. All right.
You know,
The
you
Rock-
can use the same.
I don't want to do the same thing. I want to do 5 actually. Can I do 5?
Go ahead.
All right. The Rock,
He's gonna say John
Stone
Cena
Cold,
now.
Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle, and Rikishi.
Well, see, if we're gonna get
All
more than
attitude
that,
era.
I feel like him talking about women, because I'm like, you know, also you got like Vader, you've got crap, I just had a brain fart on who I was thinking of, but you got like the Macho Man, you
Oh,
got
Macho Man.
Sting,
Old school,
you got.
man.
Okay, let me go.
Yeah, that's what I was watching. I'm
We
like,
already know Rita, Joey Keebler, you know.
China.
Yeah.
No. So Rock, Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels,
Oh, that's a good one.
Undertaker, and Goldberg.
I love Goldberg.
What
All right,
about
who you got?
Bret Hart? I like Bret Hart.
I hate Bret Hart.
Who you got, Wash?
I hate Bret Hart.
Bill Goldberg, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Undertaker, The Rock.
John Cena.
Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit.
Yep.
Oh man, Chris Benoit was
That's a good one.
bad. Yeah.
That's what
Kurt Angle.
Yeah, he was
I said
real
Kurt
bad.
Angle. I said
Well,
my guy
yeah,
Kurt.
I wasn't talking about that, but yeah, you know.
Hey, Kurt Angle though. Kurt
Yeah,
Angle
Kurt
is.
Angle.
Yeah.
Did you?
Of course.
Kurt
Oh my
Angle.
God.
Kurt Angle was
Kurt
top
Angle.
10.
Hey,
Like,
did you see that list of compiled things I did on TikTok of the wrestlers, like top 10?
yeah, I think
it was?
yeah. And one dude took out he took somebody out. He took Stone Cold out.
No, I was talking about. I was like ranking them like top 10 or something like that
Maybe.
of the list that was on there. But anyway, yeah, I love Kurt Angle. I used to get in trouble for like twisting my sister's ankles and stuff.
Yeah, we did too.
Dude, we would go out in the backyard and do like all the stuff that we watched. Our parents made sure to explain to it. They're really not like punching each other and like, you know, all that stuff.
Parents
so
didn't do
we
none
would,
of that for us.
well, we would try to replicate it, but you know, you can still get hurt doing that.
Did
so
you
we
ever play
would
the games?
do what?
Did you
Oh
ever
my
play the
God.
games?
No
You know
mercy.
what? Can I change my list?
Go ahead.
No, I got to put Mankind in there because that covers
yeah.
Mick Foley.
Oh yeah, that's
Dude
who I was
Foley.
thinking of.
He
Yeah,
definitely
was
it
in
was
there.
Mick Foley.
Oh my God, I
That
forgot
dude,
about.
he is so crazy, man.
I got to
Like,
rep
I'm
him too,
surprised
bro.
that man
Real
is
life.
still alive.
Yeah,
Like
I got
there's,
to meet him too.
yeah, he seems like he'd be a
awesome.
super awesome
Oh, we
guy.
did meet him at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I got a story. I was me and my sister. We were wrestling on the bed, not like that, and I power bombed her on the bed, right? But I power bombed her, and her knee went up and smacked her in the face, and she got up and her tooth was missing. And I thought she was gonna start crying and you know gonna go telling me or something. So immediately, you know, as a big brother, what you always do is like, hey, don't, it's okay. Look at this. It's not that bad. Blah blah blah. And she was actually excited.
Here, look.
Somebody's music.
You know
is
who
playing.
Madonna is?
Something. I'm sure it's picking up on the mic.
But anyway,
How can you hear that?
It's playing.
No, it's not me.
Y'all hear it though, right?
Yeah, I hear it. Yeah.
It's probably in there.
All right.
Who do you think wins the Super Bowl though? Let's go there and then we can.
I'm gonna go with the Rams at home.
Same here. I wanted to be a Battle of LA, but Chargers didn't get in.
I want the Bengals to win because I don't like Odell Beckham Jr.
I feel that. I want the Bengals to win, and because they're dedicating the game to Harambe, that's definitely one of the things. Yeah. Yeah, one of the guys says, we're out here doing it for Harambe.
Oh, okay. I'm like, they're a little late to get on that, but okay.
You know they killed him in the Cincinnati Zoo.
Dang, that was right.
Yeah.
He was minding his own.
Mind his own.
That is Cairo.
Business.
Yeah, he was minding his own business, man. Chilling. Then
Harambe?
Yeah.
Wasn't he about to kill a kid?
No,
the kid jumped in on him and attacked him.
No, the kid's mom wasn't paying attention to him. Yeah. And it was like,
They should have put the mom down. That's a hot take, but I mean, hey.
Ouch.
I mean, I feel you, man. I mean, like, listen, that kid came into Harambe's house.
Exactly.
He's minding his own business. So there's somebody coming in with a B&E, but he's the guy that gets in trouble.
You got a point.
And this is how it ends.
All right, I'm going to be singing Riders on the Storm by the Doors. Riders on the storm, riders on the storm, into this house we're born, into this world we're thrown, like a dog without a bone, an actor out on loan, riders on the storm. There's a killer on the road. His brain is squirming like a toad. Take a long holiday. Watch the children play. If you give this man a ride, sweet family will die. There's a killer on the road. Gotta love your man. You gotta love your man. Take him by the hand. Make him understand. His world on you depends. Our life will never end. Gotta love your man. So I've got that one, and since I messed it up, I could also do one that's, and then I'll do one more just, because this one's more fun. Did you guys ever watch, okay, this is going to be this is the widest show ever, so I don't know why I'm even at it. Yeah. It's just, I was thinking, like, as I was asking you that, I remember on Undercover Brother, when he's making fun of white people, he's like, oh, we've got to go watch Frasier. Making your way in the world today takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your troubles sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? One of those nights you got no lights, the check is in the mail, and your little angel hung the cat up by his tail. Your third fiance didn't show. Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name. That's what I got. Yeah, thank you.
Guys, before we get out here, I just want to say one thing. Congratulations to all of us on making our double digits in the podcast.
This is episode 10?
Episode 10.
Oh, wow. Hey, I want to ask you some questions, though.
Okay.
So when did you learn how to read music?
Well, I actually took band and stuff. Well, I started taking piano lessons when I was a kid. Then I quit. And so I started then, but then I took band in school. So that's actually, this is just different chords and stuff. That's not the actual
sheet music.
Sheet music, yeah.
How long have you been playing?
I don't know, just a few years. I've never actually taken any ukulele lessons or anything. I just figured out how to do chords on the internet and just kind of strum songs. So
that's dope, man. It sounded good.
Appreciate it. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mainly do it just like to de-stress. You know, like need to relax or whatever. I'll play songs. I picked out the ones that I thought sounded better for you guys. Some of them just sound like complete crap, but I have a lot of fun doing it. So
I've never heard Riders on the Storm, but of course, The Cheers is one of my favorite sitcom intros. That, Good Times,
yeah,
MASH, man, that's a lot of good ones.
Yeah,
I like the opening for
Sanford and Son,
Peacemaker.
Dude, I love Sanford and Son. Yeah.
How's it go again?
Throw Your Dog the Bone. Hey, that's what I meant to tell you. Peacemaker has an awesome soundtrack.
Yeah.
It's like what's the Rock and Roll Odyssey 2000? It has a great soundtrack.
I gotta watch it. Y'all don't spoil it for me.
I'm just saying.
I know. I'm just saying. Oh, I gotta watch it.
And also, John Cena dies at the end.
I can't think of how the freaking song goes.
Throw Your Dog the Bone.
Do you want to taste it? Yeah. I can't think of what the song is. It's a good show.
The Invisible Bone. I don't know.
All right, Adam, we appreciate you coming here, man.
That was fun, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Way more fun than I thought.
Thank you for showing up. That was fun.
I enjoyed that genuinely.
Do you have like any social media or anything? I doubt it, but like, do you have any social media or anything?
Why? Because it's from the mountains?
Yo. Yeah. I was about to be out of here.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm on Facebook, but I don't really do a whole lot, you know. Facebook and Twitter, my account is official Adam Cantrell. Just in case I actually in case I accidentally get famous one day, I want to have the official Adam.
Wait.
Yeah.
Your last name is Cantrell?
No. Yeah. It's CAN instead of KEN.
I thought he was making a joke.
No, this is.
Wait a second. Wait. We was recording all that time. I was over here like cracking my back. My stomach was all right.
I think you took your head off at one point.
Did you forget that we were going to final chapter?
I thought it was like the end after he.
No, I was like, before we stop rolling.
They got some questions.
Man, we should have had him say the end when he got through playing.
No, it's fine.
He can play us out though.
Y'all want to redo it?
Can you hit us with some?
Yeah, redo both songs. And then at the end, all right, so play us out, Trell. You can do the thing, and we can say the end like SNL.